Hello.
It's time to ring the bells. It's time to have some fun. All right, gang. It's time for the November 28th Milk Fund Radio Auction. This is Dave Richards, and Joe Callahan is opposite me.
Hello.
Tell everybody who our special guest auctioneer is today.
That would be Woonsocket City Council person, Brian Thompson. Hi, Brian.
Hi, how are you? Thanks for having me.
Glad that you're here with us, and welcome into the Milk Fund auction. Is this the first one you've done?
This is my very first one.
An
absolutely.
inaugural. Very good. All right.
I always like a rookie. All right, we'll have some fun with you here, Brian.
I appreciate that. I'm always here for a good time, Dave. You know that.
All righty. But seriously, folks, the whole purpose, of course, is to raise a little money for our favorite Christmas time charity, the Milk Fund. Things are off to a wonderful start. We have, you heard us get $1,000 yesterday, so we're well approaching $8,000 so far in our thing. We've got a big set of different events coming up. Like Friday, we have the Beer and Dynamite down at Circle Laurier. Next Tuesday, Melissa and Joe and myself will be doing celebrity bartending at Post 85, working for tips for the Milk Fund.
I'll be at both of them.
There you go.
Excellent.
And then, of course, we've got the Soup for Supper coming up. A lot of things going on here this month, but our Milk Fund radio auction starts before even the kickoff because we have to try to get things in before Christmas time actually gets here. So we have 25 auctions. We start the day after Thanksgiving. Our last one is going to be Friday the 22nd of December, and that one's going to be a morning auction so that people have the rest of the day for pick up and pay. Because if you buy something, on the last auction, then you can't pick it up till after Christmas. That's no fun. So we do it in the morning because most people have that day off, we have found, and they can participate in the morning auction. Other than that, it's 4 to 5, and let's get started right now. The first thing I want to do is ask for a $1 per call pledge. So call 766-1240, 766-1240, and give us a call and tell us that you would like to give us $1 for each telephone bid call we receive in today's auction. It could be 20. Yesterday, I couldn't believe we had 42. Yesterday's auction was really special for a lot of reasons. I couldn't believe the number of calls we were getting so early in the season. That's the kind of phone calls pull that you get toward the end when everything's really ramping up, really, really high gear. But we had a great auction last night. Glenn Boisvert was here from the Woonsocket Teachers Guild, and he worked some magic, that's for sure. I'm sure Brian's got some
Well, I don't know that I
folks
can
will be
compare to
tuning
him, but we'll see.
Well, whatever. So it's a monetary donation, and we encourage you to use it as an in-memory gift, or in kind, or honoring someone, or if you want to just put it in anonymously, you can do that too. But it's $1 per call. We need that right up front so we know how we're going today. So call 766-1240. Area code 401. That's the telephone number you'll be using till 5 o'clock today to bid on all these wonderful items. Now, Brian, as guest auctioneer, you get to choose what you're going to...
And underwriter.
And underwriter,
Yes.
right? You get to choose which of those items we put out in front of you you're going to describe for the audience first. Which would you like to do?
So I think we'll do the coffee maker.
The coffee maker.
Coffee maker. I like that.
The Toastmaster 5-cup coffee maker.
Yes,
There's
sir.
a little slip on top. Plus, you can read the box, the rest of that. And meanwhile, Joe, don't go too far away because Joe's going to try to get pictures of it out there on the TV.
On the net. On our website and like that. Okay. Go ahead and read it, Brian.
So it's a Toastmaster 5-cup coffee maker. The donor was Darren C. The donor value is $25. And it looks like it's got a removable brew basket, keep warm heating plate, pause and serve function. Pretty compact, to be honest. It looks like a nice handy little spot for anybody in their home, or maybe if they take it camping or stuff like that.
Full cup, full heart. Is that what it says on the side? Yeah.
Yeah.
For all the coffee drinkers out there.
All right, there you go. The Toastmaster 5-cup coffee maker is worth $25. What do you give me for it? Call 766-1240 and let me know. Next, Brian.
Yeah.
Well,
pick
that's up to
something
you.
else.
All right,
Take
so
the
we'll do
lead, sir.
we'll do the we'll do the baseball anthology.
All right.
This one is the baseball anthology 125th anniversary book. The donor is anonymous, and the value again is $25. 125 years of stories, poems, articles, photographs, drawings, interviews, cartoons, and other memorabilia. The general editor is Joseph Wallace. Forward is Sparky Anderson. It's looks like it's a
That ought to be interesting.
it should be should
Yes.
be.
Yeah. All right. So and what's the donor value on that? Did they say?
This is $25 also.
$25 also on the anthology book. But listen, I mean, that thing's got to be more than an inch thick. It's
anyways.
hardbound. It's got to be, I'd say, 8.5 by 11. Wouldn't you, Joe?
I would say that it's an 8.5, 11 by hardcover book.
It is.
Absolutely.
It is.
So it's a baseball anthology. Know anybody who's a baseball fan? They'll probably want to spend some hot stove winter nights reading up on their favorite sport with that.
Absolutely.
All righty. What else you got for us?
So we have a butterfly candle wrap.
Yeah, I don't know if you know much about these, Brian.
I honestly, Dave, I absolutely do not. But
this
I'm
is-
gonna try to wing this thing.
All right, because this is something new that's just gotten popular.
And the donor is Donna P.
Yeah.
And the value is $13.
Ah.
And it does
See,
say,
Donna P., I should have had that on yesterday when her friend Glenn was on.
there you go.
All right, I missed that. Sorry about that, Donna.
But, White Barn fragrance melt warmer sleeve.
All right. So it looks kind of goldish, doesn't it?
It's more like a white gold, but it's a bunch of butterflies on it, right?
And it's like the butterflies are made of metal and they're connected together, but the whole thing is a cylinder that's been stamped out.
Yes, absolutely.
And it is just the right size to fit over a Yankee candle.
Candle, absolutely.
And people seem to like about this now. You got your Yankee candles. They're in those nice, attractive glass little jars. You take the top off, you light it up, but then you put things like this around it, and the light shines and makes images on the wall.
Throughout the whole thing, absolutely.
You know? And
Nice.
these would be butterflies.
Yeah.
Be flying around on your walls in the middle of November. Or the end of November in the middle of December. Or whatever like that. And the donor value is?
$13.
13 buckaroos. So that's
Surprised my
something
wife's
to-
not listening to this. I figured she'd call in. I don't know. Maybe she's out.
You think she'd be listening to you?
Yeah, it's possible.
Well,
Who
then
knows?
you're a lucky man. My wife doesn't listen to me. So there you go. All righty. We have the Toastmaster coffee maker, 5-cup coffee maker up for bid. The Baseball Anthology, 125 years, hardbound, 8 by 11 book. That is about an inch thick, of just all kinds of poems and special things and statistics and stories about baseball. Then the candle wrap you just saw. And what are we going to put up next?
We're gonna do the rolling pin.
The rolling
Rolling
pin.
pin. A decorative. The item's a decorative rolling pin.
Now, who was it that walked into the studio today and said, "Oh, isn't that cute?"
Yeah, it
Might have
does
been
say.
me.
It does say. By the way, it does say cutie pie on it.
Yeah.
And Lisa and Allie C donated it, and the donor value is $20. And it's,
This is a full-size rolling pin now, right?
yes, it
Yeah.
is. It is, and it's
Wooden handles.
made by Ray Dunn.
Yeah.
By
It comes in a box,
Magenta.
by the way. We took it out of the
Took it
box
out
so
of
that
the
people
box.
could see it.
So people could take a look at this.
Yeah, and the color, it kind of looks like a burnt orange, wouldn't you say?
Yes, absolutely.
With the brown handles on it like that?
Yes.
And it's got some good weight to it, doesn't it, Brian?
It does. It
Well,
does.
a bowling pin, I'm right.
rolling pin.
Rolling pin is supposed to have some weight to it.
Well, it really does. So don't say it's one of those fake rolling pins. It's a real rolling
It's
pin.
a real
It's a
rolling
real
pin.
rolling pin.
And what'd you say the donor value was on it, Brad?
That's $20.
$20. Okay, so we've got the baseball anthology, the Toastmaster coffee maker, the candle wrap, and the Cutie Pie real honest to goodness rolling pin. What else do we have over there for you?
Looks
Some
like
you're going to
we
have to
ha-
pick that up. And,
looks
and
like we
Brian,
have
if
a
you
di-
would, this I'm going to teach you television.
Yep.
Right over there, you see the white box?
Yes.
Go to the front of the white box, and no, with that.
Yep.
Well, hold on a second. I'm going to stand up here and give you a hand because just pointing is not easy for you. We didn't have any rehearsal, folks, so this is it. So we have this, and this was put it in the back, and you see this is where they take the pictures of all the items, this camera right up here. So if you can hold that up so this camera can look at it, Joe Callahan's going to have to zoom out a little bit. But now it's time to describe it.
All right, so it's a Snow Joe. It's a windshield snow remover.
Snow Joe?
It's a snow broom, but it's
broom.
called
It's a snow broom.
but it's called a snow Joe for whatever
Absolutely.
reason.
It's just, and it's the donor was Pepin Lumber. Thank you to
All
them
right,
too,
Pepin
and
Lumber.
everybody else. And the donor value was $20. It's a blue Snow Joe. Looks like it's got a pretty good extension on it.
It does. I actually have one of these. Got one last year, and they work phenomenal.
Yeah, it sure seems like it.
Getting the snow off your vehicle.
Well, maybe I could say something about this myself just from observation. This has got more of a paddle than an actual broom with bristles, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Well, that's
'Cause
right.
that's the way it's looking to me through the package.
Yes, it's more of a I would call it not styrofoam, but like a rubber.
Yeah, hard rubber.
Hard rubber doesn't have any bristles on it, so it won't
it's not
scratch
going
your
to
car.
be. You're going to be. It's not just for dusting. This is going to take a good, substantial piece of snow off your windshield.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, they like you to reach across the car, like across the top,
Right.
and pull towards
Yeah.
you.
Well, it certainly sounds like it's a lot more fun. Now the whole thing has got a handle, and it screws into the broom part.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's got roughly a 3-foot handle with it.
Nice. And on the other end is a scraper
Yep,
for ice.
absolutely.
You always need
So
one of
you'll
those.
be all set. Now, many times we'll take our gift. Pepin Lumber always gives us something for snow removal in the beginning, but many times we'll take that gift and we'll kind of wait till there's some snow in the forecast. I ain't doing it this time. Let's get it out there early so
I don't
you know
blame you.
you've got it in time for the snow. All right. So, and what's the donor value again, please?
That's $20.
$20. So the Pepin Lumber Snow Joe Snow Broom is up for bid at the auction along with the Cutie Pie rolling pin, the candle wrap, the butterfly candle wrap, we're going to call it, the butterfly candle wrap. And let's see. And also the baseball anthology book, 125 years of baseball, Toastmaster coffee maker is up. And next we have something very, do we have any bids right
We
now?
do have
Joe?
a few bids, Dave.
And do we have $1 per call?
Not yet.
Not yet. We're looking for the $1 per call. 766-1240. Get up and call in right now. Give us $1 for every call that we're getting for the bids today, and that really helps to puff up what we get for the auction. Wish you would. You could do it anonymously. You could do it in your name. You can do it in memory of someone else. It's really up to you. I need the $1 per call just as soon as we can. And Joe, you said we have a couple of bids.
Yeah, the coffee maker,
Coffee maker was the first thing Brian put up.
$5.
$5, you say.
And
Nice.
that's from Gene B.
All right, Gene B. Thank you.
The candle wrap,
Candle wrap,
$5.
$5 out of 13.
Gene B.
Thank you, Gene.
Coffee maker,
Yes,
$10.
$10. Gene B. Be aware you have been outbid.
Jim W. on the coffee maker.
All right, Jimmy. All right, very nice.
The snow brush,
Yes,
$5.
very nice. 5 starts it at 5 out of 20.
Tony D. Tony
Thank
with
you,
an I.
Tony.
And the snow broom,
Yes.
snow brush, $22.
22 is an overbid. All
There
righty.
we go.
Give 'em- they get bells when they get an overbid. Thank you very, very much. And
And-
who is our overbidder?
Chris L.
All right, Chris wants to make sure she gets the
Sorry.
Snow Joe.
And they want you to know that Chris L. is a guy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know a Chris L
It's
is
not
a
that
lady.
Chris L. It's another Chris L.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, well, that could happen.
This Chris L. is a guy.
Okay.
And we had a funny story.
Yeah.
Because this Chris L. the guy won something from our first couple of auctions.
Yeah.
But a friend of Chris L. the female.
Yeah.
Calls Chris L. Hey, you won. How did I win? I didn't bid on anything.
Oh my.
All right. So we gotta,
All right,
we
well,
gotta
that works out
differentiate our
pretty
Chris
good.
L's.
All right. Now it's time to go get something that's extremely colorful. And boy, am I glad we're video streaming today, because to describe this on the radio would be a task. Brian, would you stand up and come over to this chair over here? The microphone will pick you up long distance. And I'd like you to show everybody this beautiful, this is more than an Afghan. This is like a comforter. Yep, you're gonna.
Very, very heavy.
Yeah.
Very heavy.
Well, yeah, use one, Joe. Use one, because you can get that shot with one. I want to get the tag. Oops, sorry. I want to get the tag. So let's see. Okay, I've lost the tag. All right, so we don't know much about it except we can describe it.
It's an Afghan.
It's
Yeah, well, but it's beautiful lavender with
Lavender
purple accents on a neutral white background. and it's got
Green.
flowers on it.
Flowers on it. It looks like the stems are like a greenish color.
Yeah,
Yeah, Katie,
look at that.
it's really nice.
Really, really a very nice, well-made piece of goods. And I can tell you from hefting it, this thing is going to keep you warm.
Yes, oh yeah, absolutely. Well,
And not only that, it's large. I can't tell you exactly how large it is. If you like to try to fold it again afterwards, you could open it up. But I'm not so sure we want to do that.
I'm not usually the folding type, Dave.
Yeah, but I'll go out on a limb and say that if Brian Thompson were to take this thing by the corner and hold it up, he would be completely covered by it,
Yeah.
from head to toe. And so that we don't get it on the floor or anything else like
I
that.
don't wanna
Let's
do
just
that.
not do that. But we can
No,
see how big it is here.
It looks pretty large.
Yeah.
Probably,
All right, one
probably 8
Afghan.
foot by 10.
Cool.
So to me, it's more than an Afghan. Afghan can be a very I don't want to use the word flimsy, but
This is more like a knitted blanket.
yeah, a knitted blanket.
Knitted
You could use
blanket.
it as a comforter on
Yeah,
a bed.
absolutely.
Yeah, and it's got that kind of size. I don't know what the donor value is. I don't know who the donor is. We picked it up in the storeroom, and obviously the tag had been lost off of it somewhere between there and here, perhaps. So I'm at a disadvantage, but I don't see why that should stop people from appreciating this and picking it up, because this is a quality piece of goods. So give us a few bucks and get that started. Joe, what do you got?
Good news. We got $1 per call
And
for today.
who's it from?
Louise Z.
Oh,
Like,
Louise Z, one of our bidders.
Yep.
Very nice. And is there in memory or anything else like that?
It doesn't.
Okay, well, we'll check with Louise again later. Make sure that that's all set. Our special celebrity guest auctioneer today is Woonsocket Councilman Brian Thompson. And it's about time for us to get to gift certificates, don't
Well,
you
before
think,
we
Joe?
do that, under the $1 per call,
Yes.
underneath it just says, thanks for the sisters at St. Anne's who taught Central Falls.
All right, well, we'll write that down.
Okay.
Thanks. Okay.
For the sisters.
Who taught Central Falls? Must be a different St. Anne's.
Yeah.
Thanks to the sisters. I got to write that down. Otherwise, it's going to go off the screen and we'll lose it.
Yeah. At St. Anne's
St. Anne.
who taught Central Falls. Okay.
Okay. Who taught Central Falls? Okay.
There you go. Now, we got our first bid on the very nice Afghan, Dave. The blanket.
Yes.
$30.
Oh, that's a nice bid.
Right off
Thank
the
you
butt,
very
right
much.
off the-
Very good, yes.
That's
bid
great.
right
And
there.
who's bidding it?
That'd be Jean B.
All right, Jean. Thank you. Jean knows quality goods when she sees it.
And the coffee maker
Yes.
goes to $12.
$12 out of 25.
Also from Jean B.
All right, Jean. Well, Jean had the first bid in on it, and Jim outbid her, so she's back. That's for sure.
All right.
All right. How about you there, Brian? You got some gift certificates for us.
Yes,
Why don't
we
you read a
do.
few of those off for us?
We got one here from Kay's.
Yes.
Gift card. It's $10.
Okay. We don't have to say too much more about that.
No, no.
Kay's at 1013 Cass Avenue, directly across from the big CVS store. They are always pleased whenever you go to Kay's. Yes?
Agreed. We got one from Burger King.
All
Another
right.
gift card.
BK?
Romeo and Diane B.
Okay.
The donor value is $5.
Okay.
Next.
Got another one from Wendy's.
All right.
Romeo and Diane B. again. Thank you.
Oh, gosh, my goodness. Thank you very much.
Also for $5.
Okay, good.
Oh, and they did it again.
They
So the Dollar Tree store.
Oh, Dollar Tree.
Romeo
yeah.
and Diane B. also $5.
Actually, we got some bids for Dollar Tree
Yesterday.
yesterday when we didn't have it up. We got it up today. All right, Dollar Tree store. Very nice. And that is how long? How much?
That's for $5 also.
Well, and you can get 5 things there, right?
There you go.
Pretty much. I'm not so sure. It depends on what you get, I guess.
I think it's $1.25 too.
$1.25
I
store
think it's
now.
$1.25 now, Dave. That's
Yeah, it might be $1 and a quarter. It's $1.25 tree.
sometimes I'm thinking some false advertising there, but I'll leave that one
Well,
alone.
whatever. Everybody understands prices are going up. That's for sure.
Welcome to inflation.
You betcha. And Joe, you've got something to put up for bid of the auction today too.
Inside the envelope in my hands right now would be a package of 4 Little General gift cards. They are each $10. per card. So it's a $40 value. You can bid on 1, 2, 3, or all 4, depending on what you like. $10 each, 4 Little General gift cards.
All right. Now, I've got another item I want to put up for bid at the auction here.
Okay.
And people are going to laugh when I do this. But there were 2 of these. We sold one yesterday, and I was astounded at what we were able to get for it.
Okay.
Because it's a round of golf for 2 at Crystal Lake Golf Club. Now, it expires December 22nd, 2024.
Okay.
Yeah. And we were having a good laugh with it yesterday. At first, I said to myself, oh, gee whiz, this is damaged goods. You're going to buy it. You can't use it till next year. But it didn't stop a lot of people from bidding on it. Is one of our most heavily bid on items yesterday. So if you were not the high bidder yesterday on that, let me just take a look and see who was the high bidder there so I can single them out and thank them again. Let's see. It was Chris L. was the high bidder. But Mark R., Jen S., Ron N., Jen B., Pauline S., and Glenn B. were all bidders on the Crystal Lake. I have an identical Crystal Lake Golf Club round of golf for 2 people. Anytime you want to go
when they're
up
open.
Until December 22nd of 2024.
All right.
So that gift certificate is in my hand right now. So far as I know, this is the last one we have.
Okay.
But I did find it, and I said to myself, let's put it up for bid again and see how it can go. This time we just might be surprised.
All right, Dave, more bids.
Yes.
The coffee maker.
Coffee maker's going up.
Toastmaster coffee maker, $12.
$12 from Gene B. I have.
You do.
Yep.
Okay. Then K's.
Who had the other $12?
It was Gene B. I just
okay.
dropped down
You
one line.
just went back too far, yeah.
K's.
Yes.
$10. That's an even bid right there.
That's an even bid. Bells for even bids. All right.
Michelle B.
All right, Michelle. Thank you very much, Michelle.
The Little General gift cards.
Yes.
$5 on all 4.
5 on 4.
Yvette
Yvette.
D.
Yvette D.
D,
Thank you, Yvette.
And the Afghan
Yes.
blanket, $35.
35. That's a nice price. Okay, good.
Patricia M.
Thank you, Patricia. It's
right.
really nice. I wouldn't mind having that myself, but I can't
bid.
Yeah, I can't bid. That would just not be right. Okay, there you go.
All right, the first bid coming in for the golf
Yes.
at Crystal Lake,
Yeah.
$55. Dave.
55. Nice. And who's our bidder?
Ron N.
All right, Ron was in the mix yesterday. Thanks for listening in again today, Ron. Could be your lucky day. Who will find out.
All right, we got another bid coming in for Little General, but they
Yes.
haven't put up the price yet.
Okay.
But I know it's coming.
Well, we're still waiting for bids on a few items like the Burger King, $5, Wendy's, $5, Dollar Tree, $5. Let's get those started with $1 or so. And then, of course, the Baseball Anthology 25-year book. We're going to look a little closer into that later on if it doesn't stop moving, because I've seen the inside of that, and that's something that I wouldn't mind owning myself. And I'm not a rabid sports fan of any sport, but I have great memories of baseball, and I really love to take a look at that thing over there. But somebody's going to buy it. It's worth $25. Let's get it started here. 766-1240.
Little General
Yes.
gift cards, $10 on each.
Hey, that's an even bid.
Thank you. Even bid.
All right.
And it says Denise RL.
Denise RL. All right. Denise
The
RL.
Burger King gift card.
Yes.
Another even bid, $5.
Buckaroos.
And that's from Norm M.
Norm M. Norm, I think, if that's the Norm M I'm thinking of, has helped us out with this auction quite a bit this
Yep.
year.
All right. The blanket seems to be the hot item right now
I'm glad.
so far.
I'm so glad.
So the Afghan goes for $37 now.
37. Another bid. Nice. And who's the bidder?
Gene B.
Oh, Jean. She's sincere in her desire. I can see that.
We got another bid on the coffee maker.
Yes.
Goes to $15 now.
15 out of 25.
And that's from Diane B.
Oh, new blood. Okay, Diane B. Very good.
All right, the phones are ringing, so we'll have more bids in just a minute here as they type them up.
Yeah. Let's see what I've got for time here. Hold on. Yeah, good. I put up a different timepiece in front of me. We'll see if I can keep the screensaver from going off. We'll find out about that. So what do we have? We've got the Toastmaster coffee maker, worth 25. I've got 15. Baseball Anthology, 125 years of baseball stories and poems and stats and things about baseball. Great reading. It's a full hardcover with the dust sleeve, 8.5 by 11 book that's like an inch or so thick.
And plenty
it's-
of historical photographs too.
Yeah, and I can't believe that it's only donor valued at $25. But by golly, that item right there doesn't have a bid on, and I'm a little wondering about that. The butterfly candle wrap. Gene B, your $5 bid so far is the high bid, and it's worth $13. The rolling pin that says Cutie Pie on it, and it's in orange with the brown handles like that. A full-size rolling pin, and it's heavy too. You could do some damage on some cookie dough with that thing, I'll tell you.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, $20 is the donor value. I'm looking for my first bid on that one. So get up and call her right now, 766-1240. Pep and Lumber Snow Joe Snow Broom, worth $20. I've got an overbid of $22 from Chris L. Thank you. The Afghan 37. We don't know what the donor value is, but I know if you had to buy something like this in a store, you'd be paying beaucoup. The K's is even bid at 10. The Burger King is even bid at 10. Looking for our first bid on the Wendy's and the Dollar Tree.
We have our first bid on the Dollar Tree,
Dollar
Dave.
Tree. Okay, what do we got?
$5.
That's an even
Even
bid.
bid
There you
there.
go.
That's from Jim W.
Thank you, Jim.
And we have another bid now on the blanket.
Yes.
The Afghan. $42.
42 has gone up 5.
And that's from Patricia M.
Thank you, Patricia.
All right, we got another bid coming in on the Burger King.
Yes.
$6.
An overbid.
All
That
right,
gets
very
bells.
good.
Very, very
And
enthusiastic bells on the overbids.
And that's from Janie M.
Janie M. All right, Janie.
Janie also put in a $5 bid on the Dollar Tree, but Jim beat her on $5 on that already.
Oh, I see. They came in the same time, yeah?
Yep.
But Jim got it to the screen first.
Yes.
All right, well, that's the rule. So we're looking for bid on...
We got a Wendy's.
You
gift
got a
card.
Wendy's? Okay.
Even bid of $5.
Even bid, $5 from
Janie M.
Janie M. All right, Janie. Thanks for joining us once again.
That's what I got for right now.
All right, so there's 2 items that don't have bids just yet. That's the Baseball Anthology book and the Cutie Pie rolling pin.
Rolling pin.
We're going to have to get that rolling pin out here. And Brian, this is going to be your deal. You're going to have to sell that rolling pin to everybody. Explain to them what they can do with that rolling pin, how much fun they'll have owning that rolling pin. And by the way, it comes in its own factory box with the styrofoam and stuff like that. And we could seal that back up if you like.
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
just took it out so everyone could see
So
it.
everybody could see it. I mean, it like I said, it has good weight. It will. You can make pizzas with it. You could do, like you said, cookie dough. Mm-hmm. All that. It's good to have around the house. I know that. I know I have one at home. And I never thought I'd use it until I started making pizzas myself. So it definitely will come in.
Well,
It'll
there you
definitely
go.
come in handy. I can tell you that.
But I don't know if you've noticed this, a little personal story. My mom always had a rolling pin, of course, but after a while they tend to wear out. They get little cracks in them, the wood separates and stuff like that, and after so many washings and such.
So-
and then you have to replace the thing. So look at right now, get up, go into the kitchen, look at your rolling pin, and see what kind of condition it's in. Don't you want a brand new Cutie Pie rolling pin like this? It's great.
Absolutely. And by the way, this one's coated so the wood's not exposed.
Yeah.
This one's coated with it seems more like maybe more of a metal coating or something, or
It's a hard.
Hard-
It's
maybe
almost
a
like a
hard
Teflon,
plastic,
like a
Teflon.
non-stick or something. Yeah,
so it's definitely made out of wood, but it's definitely coated.
right. Very good. Well, Joe says we have to take a break, Brian, so we're going to have to do that. We thank you for being our underwriter here in the first portion. We have another underwriter for the next portion, but we're going to ask you to stick around if you will.
Sure will.
Very good, Joe.
The Milk Fund radio auction will return in a moment. While we're away, continue to call 766-1240.
Hello, this is Woonsocket City Councilman Brian Thompson. If you think of it, every one of us has a lot to be thankful for this Christmas season. The meaning may be different to each of us, and the thankfulness may take different forms. But our city has a lot going for it. I want to say, one of the things I am grateful for is your support. The work of a city councilman isn't often fun, but it is always meaningful. And I am grateful you've given me the job to work with my 6 council colleagues in Mayor Beauchamp's administration to make a good thing even better. Merry Christmas, Woonsocket.
The Valley Breeze has been a local news leader since its founding in 1996, and more people are reading our stories today than ever before. We believe our mission of making our community stronger by telling their stories is not just a tagline, but a way of life for our staff as they connect with you, our loyal readers and advertisers. Our team thanks you for always reading, always reaching out, and always helping toward our shared vision. Check out any of our 5 editions or visit valleybreeze.com for more.
When it comes to emergency service for plumbing and heating, you can't beat C.J. Nemus, 37 Corey Street in Woonsocket. C.J. Nemus offers over 15 years of experience and is licensed in both Rhode Island and Massachusetts. C.J. Nemus offers complete heating system service, plumbing, water heaters, plus drain and sewer cleaning. Remember that senior citizens receive a 10% discount. So give Charlie a call today at C.J. Nemus, 769-4776. They're registered with the Better Business Bureau. They're a master plumber with quality service. It's the only way and the best way. With C.J. Nemus, call today, 769-4776 for C.J. Nemus. And now back to the Milk Fund Radio Auction.
Milk Fund Auction here on ON Radio. And we got to get the bids, Dave, before they go off the screen.
Oh boy, we got bids. Let's hear it.
All right.
Let's hear it.
The blanket, the Afghan, $45.
Oh, 45. Nice.
Gene B.
Thank you, Gene.
Well, nicely done, Brian. The rolling pin has its first bid
Hey.
Oh, perfect.
at $4.
$4. I like it.
Gene B.
Yes. Thank you, Gene.
The coffee maker.
It's not a sexy thing, a rolling pin. I keep saying bowling.
Well,
it's
we're
a
going
rolling pin.
We're bowling for milk a little later
Yeah,
on.
we will be on the 10th.
Do you know about that fundraiser?
I do.
Bowling for milk on
I
the
do.
10th. All right, the coffee maker,
Yeah.
$17.
All right, $17 out of 25 on the Toastmaster 5-cup coffee maker.
Gene B.
Yes, thank
And
you, Gene.
the candle wrap
Yes.
goes to $8.
$8, Gene. Be
Vir-
aware of that.
Virginia B.
All right, Virginia. Okay, thank you very much.
The baseball book,
Yes.
$5.
Oh, that's a nice first bid right there. 5 out of 25.
Yes.
Louise Z.
All right, Louise. And she's also giving us $1 per call today. Thank you very much, Louise.
The rolling pin,
Yes.
$12.
See, I knew you were going to be able to do that, Brian.
Hey, we got something out of it, right?
12 out of 20.
That's
That
all
ain't
I got.
hay.
That's nice. Kathy G. Kathy
Thank
with
you.
a C. Okay.
Kathy with a C. Thank you.
The baseball book goes to $7.
You said Kathy with a CG.
Kathy G.
Kathy G. Got it. Just I
Baseball
don't wanna get
book?
confused. I can't see what you're looking at.
Baseball book, $7.
Ooh, $7.
Yes.
Thanks.
Patricia M.
All right, Patricia. Thank you for your spirited bidding today.
The rolling pin,
Yes.
$13.
Oh, 13 inching up.
Patricia M.
All right. Thank you very much, Patricia.
The Afghan once again,
Yeah.
$46.
46 and inching up.
Carol P.
Carol with a C.
No, P. Like
Carol with a C.
Carol with a
P.
C.
P.
Correct.
Oh, Carol with C, yeah.
Well, I have a relative who's Carol with a K.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is a C.
That's
And,
different, by the way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the blanket goes to $50.
Oh, my goodness. The Afghan is up to 50 now,
Yep.
you say?
Yep. And that's from Patricia M.
All right. Patricia has bid twice before, and she's back again with the high bid.
And our thanks to CJ Nemus. They are the underwriter for this portion of the Milk Fund auction.
Charlie, what a guy. He was just here a couple of weeks ago checking those backflow valves that the city had us put into the building and making sure the report was dutifully filed at the water division and the rest of that stuff. Charlie, what a swell guy he is. And he's always there when you need him, when something's going wrong and you got a leak.
Plumbing wise, right?
Yes, plumbing. That's exactly it. Thanks, Charlie.
That's what we got for bids right now there, Dave.
Oh, so we're up to date on all our bids. We should go and recap everything, I think, don't you?
Yes.
All right. Well, it's 25 and a half before the hour of 5 o'clock. We're done at 5 o'clock. Bidding will stop at 2 minutes before 5. So we're looking at 23 and a half minutes left to bid and like that. So let's hit it. Thanks to Louise Z for giving us $1 per call. And she's thanking the sisters at St. Anne's who taught Central Falls, or who taught in Central Falls. We just read it off the screen. I hope we got it right. If not, we can touch it up before it goes in the paper, Louise. Toastmaster Coffee Maker worth 25. I've got 17. Gene B has the high bid. The Baseball Anthology book. Nice hardcover coffee table book worth $25. I've got 7 from Patricia M. The butterfly candle wrap that you put around your Yankee candle to make it project little things on the wall and make it very nice and decorative and very, very, you said white gold. Yeah, I think that's about right.
Yeah.
And Virginia B has the high bid right now at $8. It's worth $13. The Cutie Pie rolling pin, thanks to Brian Thompson's excellent auctioneering, worth $20. I've got a $13 bid on there from Patricia M. The Pepin Lumber $20 Snow Joe Snow Broom is overbid at $20 from Chris L. Afghan, my goodness, we have $50 bid on that right there, and I can't tell you that that's going to stay there for the rest of the evening. You never know. We've still got a few minutes left to auction this off in there. And on the Afghan, we've had Jean B., Patricia M., then Jean B., then Patricia M., then Jean B., and then just to break things up, Carol P. snuck her nose in there at $46. Current high bid is $50 from Patricia M. It's a lot of fun. Now, Kay's $10 gift card. Boy, not a lot of action on that, but it's an even bid.
Yeah.
So you can't gripe about that, Dave. Michelle
you
B's even bid of $10 for that. We got an overbid on the Burger King from Janie M, 6 out of 5. The Wendy's is even bid at 5 from Janie M. The Dollar Tree even bid at 5 from Jim W. The Little General cards, let's see, there are 4 of them, and they're worth $10 each, and I have $10 even bid on all 4 of them from Denise R.L. The Round of Golf for 2 at Crystal Lake, I have $55 bid from Ron M. Yesterday, I went a little higher than that. Doesn't have to today. We'll take whatever your best bid is. It's up to you folks out there. We're not trying to twist anybody's arm, but I will say, confidentially, the donor value was $84.
All right.
Okay, very good. So that's going through everything right now. Time for you to get up and call in 766-1240, 766-1240. If we could take a minute or two and talk to our special guest celebrity auctioneer, Brian Thompson, and say, how are things going there in the council? You had a meeting last night. We didn't put it on the air because it was a special meeting and it had a closed session part of it, which, of course, we can't broadcast. So what was going on last night? Did you want to say just a few words about it from your point of view?
So we discussed discussed some property over on East School Street.
Yeah.
Going forward with
This is the open session. I only want
I'm only talking open
about the
session
closed
stuff. Open session stuff. There was Rise Prep came in. Civic Builders did. They came in to have a discussion on what their plan was and how they were gonna to build a high school. I think you've heard about this.
I heard that they wanted to.
They want to, so they gave us their plan last night on what they were intending on trying to do.
They're going to do it on city land, are they?
There's a discussion.
land?
There's a discussion about it. I don't know. Again, we didn't take. There was no vote last night. It was just merely a presentation.
Advisory. That happens at the special meetings all the time.
Yes.
Special meetings, we used to just call them workshops, but this is a little bit more formal than a workshop.
Well,
right?
we did take some votes on some other stuff that cleaning up some suits that we had and stuff that the city took in some money
lawsuits,
from some land, some tax issues that we had that people were disagreeing. They paid us back.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So we did take a couple votes for some resolutions. It wasn't anything crazy. And as you know, we've talked. I won't get into anything crazy here, but we've talked about what's transpired in the last month and a half here in the city, right? And
well, it's hard not to, isn't it?
It's extremely difficult, to be honest.
I heard one city councilor say the reason we're meeting so frequently now is that there's a lot of things to clean up.
Yeah, there's a lot of things, but let me just say something, if I may. I think the new mayor, Beauchamp, which was the previous council president, he's been very upfront with myself, and I know my other colleagues. We haven't had any issues at all. He's been great. He's been great to us. So there's some house cleaning things that need to be taken care of,
Right.
I think. That's my personal opinion. I won't speak for my colleagues. And we're going to get to that. Again, the stuff should be, per our investigation, should be posted to our city council website in the next 24 to 48 hours. I know I spoke to Council President Ward today.
Yeah.
Mike O'Connell from Apex has started out a file for that to happen. I know the city solicitor.
Yeah, he's the big technical guru.
He's
for
the guru
the
for the city,
Yeah.
and he's now
Good
set
man,
up a great man. So we can post what we got for documents on the Mendon Road land purchase, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the public can see it. So I won't get anything like that on the station today.
No.
But
This is the auction, but I did want to give you a chance to say
I appreciate it, and like I said, I look forward to a calmer, when people can turn on the meeting and say, "Hey, this is pretty boring." I mean that. This is pretty boring. These guys are putting me to sleep, because that hasn't been like that
I know.
in quite a while, Dave.
I
So
know.
you know.
It's nice to see not that you have much to do with this, I don't think, but nice to see the cities. I saw it down in Market Square putting up the Christmas decorations.
So they are, and I know that the holiday stroll.
Oh, yeah, it's
I'm
coming
gonna give
up
a plug.
Saturday.
I'm gonna give a plug to the holiday stroll, because I'm not on that board, but I do help out
Yeah.
throughout this coming
Well,
weekend.
did you hear the forecast? It just improved for Saturday.
So
yeah, like all the rain's coming Friday night, Saturday, you're going to be okay by 2 o'clock.
Correct. I actually was watching it too. So I will say that a plug to them. They were out decorating last week, if I remember correctly. I know
right.
Steve and
Yeah. Garrett?
Rep Casey, his wife Debbie, and Councilman Manseri were out, amongst other people. I won't name everyone, but
yeah.
just my close colleagues. I know everybody was out trying to get the place beautified and ready for the stroll.
All right.
Beautiful. All right. Well, let's get back to our auction over here and get our momentum going. I think that people have placed some very sincere bids here. And quite frankly, I think because everything has a bid, we could sell everything and be quite pleased with our work today. But let's see if we can do a little bit more over here. Like, for instance, the Toastmaster 5-cup coffee maker that Brian showed us a little bit earlier today is got a $17 bid. Gene B has that bid, and several other people had expressed some interest as well. We don't know if there's going to be any further action on that. The donor value is $25, so there's a little meat on the bone right there.
Yeah.
If you want to go a little higher, but Gene B's the high bidder at $17. The baseball anthology book has a $7 bid on it, and $25 is the donor value, and I couldn't believe it was only $25, to tell you the truth. A nice, beautiful hardcover book like that's an inch thick, 8.5 by 11. A book like that usually costs far more than $25.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
That was our target for the day, 25, and we have 7 out of 25 right now. Let's talk about the butterfly candle wrap. That's the nice metal mesh work in the form of butterflies. Yeah, put it out there on the cameras. Let everybody take a second look at it. There may be some people who are joining us a little late in the auction here because they're just getting home. The butterfly candle wrap, it's worth $13. I have $8 bid from Virginia B. The Cutie Pie rolling pin is worth $20, and I have $15 bid from Patricia M. And we say it's the Cutie Pie rolling pin because it has the word Cutie Pie in large friendly letters right there on the rolling pin. Right there where it's orange, it has it in little light, almost white, but cream-colored letters. So that's a $13 bid from Patricia M. It's the high bid on the Cutie Pie rolling pin. Pep & Lumber Snow Joe Snow Broom is worth $20. I've got an overbid of $22 on it right now. Funny how we didn't get any more action on that after we got the overbid, Joe, huh?
Funny, huh?
Yeah. Now, the Afghan, I don't know what the donor value is on the thing or who donated. I'm sorry that the slip was removed when we got it in the studio over here. That's on me, but our heart goes out to you because so far it's going to bring in $50 for the Milk Fund. Patricia M. is our high bidder right now on we're calling it the Afghan, but this is much more than just an Afghan because this is like a knitted blanket. It's heavy. It's thick. It's warm. It's got little representations of flowers on there, diamonds in lavender, purple, and predominantly on a neutral white background. So that Afghan, we're calling it the Afghan. I have a $50 bid on it right now. You want to give us some more for that? Give us a call, 766-1240. The phones are open right now. And we have, only 13 minutes left at today's auction. The K's gift card kind of stalled out after we got an even bid of 10 on that one. We understand. The Burger King went a little higher. It's an overbid of $6 out of 5. The Wendy's, I have 5 out of 5 over there from Janie M. And the Dollar Tree, 5 out of 5 from Jim W. Little General gift cards are all even bid at 10, and the round of golf for 2. Little meat on the bone on this one too, if you wish. It's $84, but keep in mind, this is a round of golf for 2 at the Crystal Lake Golf Club in Burrillville, right on Route 102. It's right where Denise and I had our wedding pictures taken before there was a golf course there. Over 50 years ago. A beautiful pond. And the rest of that stuff. It's where the brothers used to. They had a dairy farm and raised cows and milk and stuff like that. Brothers of Sacred Heart, if I recall. So all of that, that portion of Burrillville, what a beautiful, beautiful place it is. And so drop on out there and get a round of golf for 2. Right now, my high bid is $55 from Ron N., who bid on it yesterday. This is my last one, and I have $84 donor value on it. Let's see if we go any higher with that. Joe,
We're going higher on the golf, Dave.
Oh, really? All right,
Yes,
so let's
we
go to the
are.
bid board, Joe Callahan.
For the round of golf,
Yes.
$65.
65 has gone up $10.
That's going to Chris L.
All right, Chris. Chris won the one yesterday, if I recall.
And the candle wrap,
Yes.
that goes to $10.
$10 out of 13. Thank you, too.
Gary L.
All right, Gary. Thank you.
And the cutie pie rolling pin,
Yes.
$20.
An even bid. There you go,
Right.
Brian.
There you go, right?
Who says you can't sell rolling pins?
And
Who's
that's
our
from,
bidder?
Kathy with a C.
Yeah.
G.
She was an earlier bidder. Okay, so she's given us the even bid. She just thinks that's what she wants. Beautiful. I'm glad. I'm glad we showed it again, too.
So do we
things
want
are
to make
slowing
a
down
joke
little
about
bit
the
over
rolling
here.
pin? You really shouldn't hit someone over the head with it, kind of thing.
Well, I was trying to stay away
Stay
from the
from-
violence aspect,
Okay, don't do that.
but we've all heard the jokes about the
Oh, yeah,
rolling
you see it
pin
in
being
cartoons
used as
as
a
a
weapon
kid.
of persuasion.
I've never heard of that one.
Or an
Dave.
implement of persuasion, yeah. We've all heard those jokes. I was just trying not to get into that violence thing over there. So anyway, even bid at 20, the cutie pie rolling pin. Thank you, Kathy G, for that wonderful bid right there. Things are slowing up a little bit here. We're getting $1 per call from Louise Z. Thank you very much to Louise Z, but it is a little slower, a lot slower than yesterday, as a matter of fact, because I'm listening to the telephones not ring. Get up and call in right now, 766-1240. Would you like to give me $1 more than the even bid on any of the cards? Or... let's see, what do we got left here? We've got 13. I got 10 minutes left of the auction. 10 minutes and 15 seconds left of the auction. You want to put something else up?
If you got something nearby,
Right at the
sure.
last minute? Can we put something up at the
What-
last minute?
what
and sell
looks,
it really, really, really fast?
What looks tempting over there, Dave?
How about a Price Right gift certificate?
There we go. We haven't had one of those
A
yet.
Price Right gift card from the Price Right Supermarket in Woonsocket, $25. And this is a
All
brand
right.
new item. We just put this up just to get the folks going again here. Price Right. Let's see, $25. Okay, it's in, and it's up for bid at the auction, 766-1240. Who wants it? It's worth $25. What did you give me for it? 766-124. There go the phones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There they
So
are.
there you go, right there. It got a little slow, and then
Yeah,
we'll
put up
just
something
speed it back
new.
up again.
And then
So-
there comes Dave.
There
He
you
comes
go.
out of nowhere with a new gift.
Well, what are you going to do? So
like it.
that's what you have to do. You have to trace as much money as we can here today on our Milk Fund radio auction. Yeah, I think we're pretty good that way.
All right.
All right. Yes?
So people are on the line, but the bids have not started to come in just yet.
Oh, yeah. Well, it
So-
takes a few moments for them to come in, get processed in the office, and then they type them onto the screen so we can see them. Brian, you didn't know that, but now you see it happening
I
right in front
suspected
of
as
you.
much. I suspected there was some behind the scenes going on over
Yep,
here.
right in front of Joe's nose
Yeah.
there.
I
figured
They
as
type it up
much.
there on a big screen.
So the Afghan now
Yes.
goes to $51.
Further action on the Afghan. Thank
Yep.
you. $51 from whom?
Gene B.
Oh, Gene, you were there at the very beginning with the first bid on that.
And the The Price Right gift card.
Yes.
Gets a first bid right away.
Yeah.
$21.
21 out of 25 is a nice bid.
Gene B.
All right. Thank you, Gene. All right.
So we got people on the line, so we'll wait for at least one more bid to come in.
Yeah. Well,
So-
it's about 10 minutes, just almost coming up to 10 minutes before 5. We usually end at 2 minutes before 5. But if we're all done bidding and the calls drop off, we'll stop early and go. I got to go.
And people win.
I got to
That's
go
right.
over to Lops tonight and
Say hi.
stuff and stuff like that and
The
talk
coff-
about
the
best of
coffee maker,
Blackstone
Dave.
Valley. Yes,
$18.
$18.
That's from Diane B.
Diane B had an earlier bid, and then Gene B came back and bested it. Diane B has done it again.
All right.
And the high bid is now $18 for that.
Phone is still ringing. So
Yes.
the blanket, the Afghan, we're going up again.
Further action on the Afghan.
We're up to $60 now, Dave.
60, I like it.
Patricia M.
Patricia M. She's been a bidder. She's had 3 previous bids. She wants that, and I hope she
She's
gets
liking
it
that lavender
for her
one.
sake. I mean, not to diss anyone else. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
you bid 3 times on something, and you really want it. And actually, I shouldn't say it that way, should I? Because Gene B has bid 4 times on it.
Yeah, so it's a real
Yeah,
back and
that
forth
she has.
now.
Yeah, that she has. Yeah, so I got to watch what I'm saying here. I could misstep. I don't want to do that.
The coffee maker, Dave.
Yes.
The Toastmaster coffee maker. $19.
$19.
Gene B.
All right, and it's worth 25. Gene B is so Diane B and Gene B are back and forth on the Toastmaster, and let's see, Patricia M and Gene B are back and forth on the Afghan.
And so pay attention, Patricia, because the Afghan goes to $61.
Oh ho ho!
Also from Gene B.
Okay, here we go. We get these heated rivalries
back
every
to back.
now and then. Yeah, we're down to 6 minutes left in our auction. So get up and call in, 766-1240. With 6 minutes left, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call off any bidding for the floor. We didn't have any bidding from the floor today.
Nope.
But maybe I should say, Brian, is there anything you want to put a bid on? Because I have to stop that from happening minutes before the auction ends to give the people on the telephone the chance to do something about it.
Oh, let the folks listening.
Okay, good.
Have
Give it
at
to the
us.
folks listening in. All right, very good. So
Dave.
it's all up to you folks. Yes,
The,
Jeff?
the baseball book.
Baseball book.
$10.
10 out of 25. I like it.
Sheila P.
A new one. Sheila P.
Yep.
All right.
And the Afghan blanket
Yes.
goes to $66.
66 from.
That would be Patricia
Well, there you go.
M.
All right. Thank you very much, Patricia.
Getting down to the nitty gritty.
Yeah, I guess so, really. And as we say, it's about 7.5 minutes before 5 o'clock. We're definitely over by 2 minutes of. If we're done bidding, we don't get any bids for a couple of minutes, I'll probably just end it early. But I'm just telling you right now, here are the present bids. Gene B still has the high bid. It's $19 now on the Toastmaster 5-cup coffee maker for worth $25. The baseball anthology of 125 years of pictures and stories and poems about baseball worth $25. I think it's worth more. $10 is our high bid from Sheila P. right now. The butterfly candle wrap for your Yankee Candle worth $13. I've got $10. The Cutie Pie rolling pin even bid at $20 from Kathy G. Pep and Lumber Snow Joe Snow Broom worth $20. I've got $22 from Chris L. The Afghan $66 from Patricia M. Is that correct?
No, it is just going up.
Oh, it's just got. I had a feeling.
Yep. $75.
$75. My goodness.
From a new voice out there.
A new voice on the Afghan.
Lee, L-E-E,
L-E-E.
B.
Lee B.
Lee B, okay.
All right, so there's a third person in the pot over here. $75 is the high bid on the Afghan from Lee B. Thank you, Lee B. All right, the K's $10 gift card. I've got $10 on it from Michelle B. The Burger King $5. I've got $6 from Janie M. Wendy's, I've got $5 out of 5 from Janie M. The Dollar Tree, I have 5 out of 5 from Jim W. The Little General, I have $10 on each of the $10 gift cards from Denise R.L. The Round of Golf for 2. Right now, $65 will take it. Chris L.
Hold
is
on,
our
Dave.
high bidder, and it's worth $84. Yes?
Golf goes to $66.
66. And who's our bidder?
Mark R.
Oh, a new one. Mark R. Mark might have bid last night. I can't look back and right now and find out. But yeah, okay. So Mark R is the high bidder for the round of golf for 2 at Crystal Lake, and that certificate expires on the 22nd of December next year. And the price right is $21 bid out of $25 value. And let's see, Gene B has that bid. We're getting very close here. It's 5.25 minutes before 5. Yes, Joe?
The candle wrap,
Candle wrap,
$11.
11 out of 13 now.
Mark R.
Mark R. Okay, thank you, Mark.
All right, another voice pops in for
Yes.
the round of golf. $67.
67.
Gary N.
Gary N. as in,
Nancy.
well, it wouldn't be Nancy, but Gary N. as in Naradoe.
Yeah, that's much easier to remember.
Because I know that Gary Naradoe,
Oh,
that
all
might
right.
not be him, but Gary Naradoe is a golfer.
All right.
So,
There you go.
all righty. He's played in our broadcasters tournament many times, representing our radio station.
All right.
Yeah.
And he wants to win.
I bet you he does too. Yeah.
We got a couple
Okay.
of people on the line, Dave, so we're waiting for more bids to pop up relatively soon.
So the lines are ringing, so we're not going to end early, I guess. So we will tell you that there's 2 minutes and 22 seconds left to call in today. And then after that, it's hold your peace. And that'll be the end of it. So we don't know. It's going to be very difficult to spike on this one, folks. This is not like eBay where you can wait for the last couple of seconds to spike it. You might not get through.
You may not.
The coffee maker,
Coffee maker's going up, Joe?
$19.
I have 19 from Gene B.
Oh, well, Jim W. gave a $19 bid, but that's already
Oh,
been
sorry,
taken.
Jim W. If you want to make it 20, call back really fast.
All right. We got the candle wrap,
We have a minute and 48 seconds left.
$15.
Candle wrap is up to 15 out of
Yep.
13. That's an overbid, gentlemen. Let's get some belts
right,
going
here
for
we
this
go.
one. Yes, and who's it?
Sandy G.
All right, Sandy. Very nice. Sandy, thank you.
The round of golf.
Yes.
Exciting.
Round of golf.
$69.
$69 out of 84.
Chris L.
All right,
on that
Chris
one.
L. All right, thank you, Chris. Very nice. And the phones are still
Phones are
ringing.
still ringing, yes.
They're still ringing, and we've got a minute and 15 seconds left for you to call in at 766-1240. Not much for you to do right now, Brian, but enjoy the show.
Hey, this is great.
The girls in the front office are going nutso right now.
I
tell you
can
that.
hear it out there.
Yeah, very good. All right, so 69 is our high bid on the round of golf for 2, and Chris L has that bid. The Afghan is at 75. Lee B has that high bid. The Toastmaster coffee maker is at 19. Gene
Not
B.
anymore.
Oh, not anymore?
Coffee maker's now at $25.
25 is an even bid, yes.
Right. And that's from Jim W.
Thank you, Jim. All right, very good. Sorry, Gene B. All right, so let's see. Yeah, the baseball anthologies, 10 out of 25. We're down in our last 30 seconds to get in here and get your bid on the air. If you're not on the phone line giving our operator your bids in 25 seconds from now, you will not be able to. Yes?
The round of golf.
Round of golf is going up.
$70.
$70 even.
Gary N.
Gary, and he's back. All right, good going, Gary. Very nice. That's at Crystal Lake Golf Club in Burrowville. 10 seconds left to go to get in and get your bids. 766-1240. I don't hear it ringing. Are both lines clogged up there?
Just one.
Oh, gee whiz, that's too bad because somebody could have gotten in, but now it's too late.
The Afghan blanket
Yes.
is going to
Nope, sorry about that. That call can't be answered because we're past time.
$85
$85 for the
on the
Afghan.
Afghan. Yep.
That's beautiful.
That's Patricia M.
Oh, she's been in on it. Well, if there's another bid in the system, Patricia, it might go the other way, but right now it's looking good for you
And I'm waiting to see if they're going to type up one more
Yeah,
or if we're
because-
all clear.
because the is the call still off the hook here?
Yes.
All right, so somebody's still giving bids, and they got in time. That's someone else who's ringing. We can't answer that.
Agreed.
All right.
Nope.
So
Nope. Looks like we're all clear, Dave.
we are
Now-
all
yep.
clear.
Yep. Very
Well,
good. So
isn't
let's,
that
start
special?
selling, Yeah.
49 calls, not bad.
Grab your grab your bells, gentlemen, because it's time to sell. Here we go. The Toastmaster 5-cup coffee maker goes for an even bid of $25 to Jim W. Sold for the Milk Fund. Thank you very much. And let's see, the baseball anthology goes for $10. High bid for the Milk Fund from Sheila P. Sheila P. wins the baseball book. The butterfly candle wrap, $15 overbid from Sandy G wins it for the Milk Fund. The Cutie Pie rolling pin, $20 even bid. Kathy G, you've got it for the Milk Fund. Sold. The Pep and Lumber Snow Joe Snow Broom goes for a $22 overbid to Chris L for the Milk Fund. Thank you. All right, the Dollar Tree goes for $5 to Jim W. Thank you very much. Janie M, you've got the Wendy's for $5, and you've got the Burger King for $6 overbid. Michelle B, you win the K's for $10. Very nice. Gene B, you've got the price right for 21 out of $25. There, saved yourself $4. What do you know? The Little Generals go to Denise R.L. for an even bid of $10 for each of the 4 gift cards. All righty. So, what does that leave us with? It leaves us with the round of golf. Now, our final bid was $70 from Gary N. Did anybody else get back in time?
No.
They didn't. Gary N., you win the round of golf for 2 at Crystal Lake for $70 from the Milk Fund. Thank you very much. And the Afghan, Patricia M., your $85 prevailed, and you get the Afghan, Patricia M. Thank you so very, very much to everybody for all the bids. And you blurted out how many calls we had. What was that there, Brian?
49 calls.
You're kidding. 49 calls?
Yeah,
Whoa! Well, it really got busy at the end. There was a time there where we were just chit-chatting on the front porch, whittling with our tree stumps over there. 49 calls is remarkable for the third afternoon auction. All right, well, you know what it is now, folks. It's pick up and pay. Now, you can't do it right now, but pick up and pay starts tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. It's every weekday from 8 to 4 during the regular business hours here at the radio station. Drop on by. We take Visa, American Express, MasterCard, Discover cards, Tap, Apple Pay, Google Pay, just about anything you can think of. That's what we're taking over here, except for, we don't take the strictly web things like Venmo and stuff like that.
Not with the times yet, Dave?
We don't. No, we don't do that. But we have lots of different ways for you to pay, including cash and checks made out to the Milk Fund. Never make it out to the radio station. Thank you very much. Now, let's see. Tomorrow, who is our guest auctioneer? Joe?
Judy Boscheman from Missy's Family Restaurant will be joining us.
And she might bring a special
she's trying
assistant guest
she's trying
auctioneer.
to lasso Gene Michon from New Beginnings.
Both of them very great people.
They are.
They did a great, if I just could real quick,
Sure.
they did a great job. Some of us councils had a chance to deliver meals for them. Phenomenal job that they do, both of them do down there, and I really appreciate their support also.
That's great. That's great. And you, Brian Thompson, Woonsocket City Council, in your first auction. Next time I have a rolling pin, I'm calling Brian Thompson.
Well, I appreciate that.
Great job on that.
And both of you, thank you very much for having me, Dave.
We're
Appreciate
so
it.
glad that you
Absolutely.
came. Thanks so much, Brian. Okay, so pick up and pay. Thanks to Brian, stuff like that. Our next auction is tomorrow at 4 p.m. Join us on ON, AM, and FM stereo radio. And, of course, streaming live on all of the fashionable streaming channels that we have out here. There's just a ton of them. I think there's 5 or 6 that we're streaming out on. So thank you very, very much. Joe, thank you for being here.
Yep, and our thanks to CJ Nemus, our underwriter for this past half hour.
Thanks, Charlie, and all the folks at CJ Nemus. He has a bunch of able helpers there at CJ Nemus Plumbing and Heating. And I'll see you tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock on the Morning Fun Show.
Absolutely.
You've been listening to the Milk Fund Radio Auction on WOON AM and FM in Woonsocket. Thanks for helping us to raise money to buy milk for people who need it next year. We now return you to your regularly scheduled program.